Okay, the next video is this 2010 Tundra. We're going to replace this bumper. It's got a little bit of a ding in it. Kind of makes it look bad. So we've got a new bumper in. We're going to work on taking this thing apart. Have not done one of these before. So you're going to learn as I learn, and we will figure it out. So see you in a minute. But it's just that type of joint, and I forget what that name of that is, the bally thingamajiggy. Anyway, so yeah, well, see, it's in. Oh, man. Okay, first off, I see 10mm bolts, nuts, screws, bolts right here that hold this on. See a couple more here. So we're going to zap those off. Come around here, and then we've got some push-in clips hold the inner fender well. So I'm going to zip them off while you watch. Okay, now I'm looking for my, well, since I have my new little roll around toolbox here, I'm not sure, there, that's what I'm looking for. A little clip remover. So let's try this one here. The other side looked like half of them were gone. Whoa, getting a little drunk thing going on again. Yeah, see these centers missing. Well, actually those are supposed to have a bolt in them, like we took out of the bottom. See, that style. But we'll deal with that when that happens. I need to get some light on the subject here. This isn't going to work at all. Let's get this light. So probably what I'm going to be doing is telling you what I'm going to do next. Maybe pause and then come back to it once I figure out exactly what I have to do. Because like I said, I'm learning as you're learning how to do this right now. So, okay. Interesting. So there was a clip up in there somewhere, which was this one that held that on. Probably, and you know, like I said, I think somebody's been here before. Whoa, that's awfully bright. So we'll figure it out when we get it put back on. But that gives us access to the back, and looks like we have 3 bolts on this side, right there. Take that face bar off. Same here. Now there's where that hole probably is. I don't know if you can see it right there where this plastic cover, this goes to the frame. So we're going to undo those nuts, and I'm thinking that this will drop right down. I don't see it attached to anything up there. Nope. Is that this piece, the filler, is attached up here. So let me get the correct wrench. And we'll make that happen. Turn on the air compressor. Gotta get this. Even though the other side just fell out, this side doesn't want to. Yeah, that's nice. They just break. So they break a lot of times, and that's why we have these clip kits. That kind of rhymes, kind of clip kits. Okay. Get what socket we're going to use. I have this nice little toolkit right here. I have an old toolkit, and I've lost several of the smaller pieces. I have all these left, have these left, the ratchets and whatnot left. But this is called Met wrench. Metric and standard combined. See that? Metric. Met wrench. Not wrench, but wrench. Handy tool set. A little pricey, but I've had the other set for I don't know how many years. But you can take anything apart with this. So let's get on because everything's, it's either, that's a 9/32 or a 15 millimeter. And I don't know why I'm using a 15 millimeter on a Toyota. That's going to be a 14. That's even a little loose for a 14. 13 shouldn't fit. And then I'm making you stare at the bumper. Anyhow, nope, does not fit. So, it is the 14. Rule of thumb, Japanese, foreign stuff goes by the metric system, so it goes by even numbers, usually 99% of the time. Then your American-made stuff is odd numbers, usually. And that's not going to work. I can't get that socket and that wrench behind there. Man, this is going to take a while. So I'm going to pause. If I get my 14 out, I'm going to pause, get this loosened up, and then come back. See you in a minute. Okay, change of plan. Those bolts up there, all I could get was a wrench on there, box end wrench, open end wrench, box end, whatever, combination. So after further investigation, try and hold the light and show you. Bolt here and here from underneath. Bolt up here from the top going down, and one way over here. Looks like the easier way out, I'm hoping. By the way, there's a little nut right there you got to take off. That's for later. It won't matter right now as far as taking the bumper off. I got PB Blaster on everything because they had a little tiny bit of rust on them. But that's how I'm working this right now versus taking all of that off. I'm just taking this cover off. They don't have any no fog lamps in there. So, other thing is, on my list of tools is a new air ratchet. Because even though it doesn't sound like it, it's dying. It has no torque left. So I'm going to work on these for about the next 3 hours, even with this, and I'll be right back. Back on this side, just going to show you up inside, way up inside there. I don't think you can even see it, because I can't even see it. You see it? Anyway, you get the idea. It's way up in there. But you can get it with an air wrench, and you can move it little by little, but let the air wrench kind of do the work, you know. Luckily, this one was loose. The other one was. wreck it. Light in your face. Sorry. Also, there's this goes on the inside. Man, I just can't see anything. This goes on the inside of here, and there will be a clip to remove. I suggest you do that so you can get in there. Going for the next one. Okay, now, moment of truth, and I'm going to leave that little screwed in there. Since I'm here by myself, I'm going to wiggle this here bumper, see if it wants to come off. If there's something else that I don't see. Don't be anything else. Don't do me like that. Probably won't be able to get it back on, but because of how the other bumper's not bent. Okay, well, we may have to go back to plan A. This isn't doing what I thought it should do. It usually happens that way. Like I said, we're learning as we go. Not a good spot to be in right now. Alrighty then. this is going to be an issue for us because that's bent and it's plastic. It's got little tabs on it. This. These little tabs, but well, it's not broken. Just holds it in place. They just look broken when you look at it. And this one's being difficult. Okay, you see these little tab things up in here. Underneath there, goes right there. Right there. See, there's one, two. So what I'm thinking is loosen that up, maybe get it to come out some. Okay, what I may play around with is heat this. There's a backing to it, the face bar to the back helps hold its shape. That's also bent in, that's why it kind of stayed in. I can heat that up, get some shape back to it. Right there, and then through here. Make it a little pliable. I'm gonna see if I can do that. Be right back, and then I'll show you what I did. Okay, well, been letting this sit on there for a few minutes. Just cranking the heat to it. Just pounding it. And what it's doing, making that a little more pliable. Yeah, otherwise it's stiff as crap. So, as it's doing that, I'm just, it's in the Pro Bar, but I'm just working it out little by little as it heats up. if I put that back on there. Also, this is warming up. Now, once you get something in the shape, you can hit it with your air hose. Ouch, it's hot. And cool it down. That's real warm. Get my air gun. Once I get it heated, then I'll use the air gun to cool it. But see, this piece, not doing too bad. Ooh, hey, ow! That is hot. Hot. Oopsie. It's hard to bend something like this back into place. I mean the backing piece, because as you're trying to bend it back into place, it's just squishing. That's confusing. Okay, well, always wear safety glasses. Okay, well, we got the shape of the outer piece, which is plastic. Now the inner piece, which appears to be I can't tell what it is yet. It might be just aluminum, or anyhow, I'm gonna try and see where this goes. Right now, can't Kind of hard to breathe today. And ribs are acting up right there. Hurts like hell. And it was okay. You can see down that line, but it's better, but not perfect. But it'll be okay for what they're paying, which is nothing. So, all right, now we've got to remove this piece from there, and these from there. So we got a bunch of 10 millimeters to take off to remove that damaged piece and make it fit a non-damaged piece. So I'm going to unbox the non-damaged bumper, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, got the new bumper unwrapped and the other stuff taken out, as you could see. These cups, I don't see any proper way to really get them out. You just gotta manipulate the heck out of them to make them fall out eventually. You know what? That doesn't fit in the hole. Son of a... Okay. Man. It's got to fit in the hole. What am I doing wrong? This is the same. Okay, try this again. Fit this way? It's not fitting that way, is it? The wrong side. Doing this. Here we go. All right. Now we got it. Yeah, there. Okay. Jeez, oh man, scaring me. See that little tab? One I think goes in first. And that one. Okay. You're gonna sit right there and watch. Because this is being really difficult. Well, this needs to be bent that way. what happens when you get, you know what. It's an aftermarket bumper. Let me see what's going on here. That fits nice, doesn't it? God, it's like working with tin foil. Okay, well that one's in. Get the other one in. It's ugly, but it's in. See what this one does. That in first, that in, and that in. You didn't see that because my arm was in the way. Just about punched myself in the face. Yeah, well, see it's in. Oh man. And this wasn't a cheap bumper either. Just to let you know. Do not like that at all. Hey, now, see how well this does not fit. Put all these little bolts back in. Seems to be going okay. Wrong with that one. Oh, hey, get wild. Little deformed right here. I'll skip it in a moment. Get all the rest of these others back in. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, if you're going to do this, get some help. It went up there. Had to kind of get that side up over the brackets first. So then it kind of held. Then come over here, gonna slide it this way a little and shove it really hard. Anyway, it's up there. It's not bolted. It's up there. And the fact that my chest hurts right there, it's not helping any. Guess we won't need to work out tonight. So I'm going to put some bolts in. Maybe. Whoa! Don't fall off, please. Can't see when that happens. Okay, well, so we know how we took these off. It's hard for me to do this one-handed, but I'm going to try. Now, the rear test will be the real test. Is to keep a light up here. Oh, I can't even reach in there. You see that one bracket's bent a little. That's going to be a test. That one's not lined up. Where is it? Oh! Yeah, fell out. Okay, well, I can't do this one-handed, so I'm going to have to see you in a minute when I tighten up these here bolts. Good morning all, back. So, run into a little problem yesterday, and it is typical of a bent bumper, is the brackets get bent. So, and I could see it up in here, a little paint missing, cracked paint. I'm seeing a little bow right here, which you can't see, but let's get a light on it. Little bow right there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there, because I don't have one over here. But on the inside of that one, I think, yeah, there's paint missing. So that's typical of, you know, cracked paint because of stress. You see up there on the top, that one, same thing. So, anywho, what I need to do is try to straighten these. It's not very fun. And what's happening is the bumper is sitting like this. So it got hit up here, drove these backwards. And, you know, twisted everything. And if you look down the side of this particular one, you might see it. It's a little tilted back. So, I'm gonna give it a shot. If you don't have a lot of time to waste on these, buy new brackets. Seriously. And that's like bent hood hinges as well. They're not worth the frustration. But I'm going to give it a shot on this, which means I've got to take all these bumper bolts off that I didn't want to take off before, but at least now I can maybe get to them a little easier. I don't know. So I'm going to work on these, get this whole bar off so that maybe I can put it in the vise and twist these how I want to, because I can't twist them where they are. I can't get a hold of them. So, see you in a minute. Okay, we are finished. This was like a couple hours later now. So, this was a nightmare. After I talked to you, I took that bar off. I slotted the holes on this end so I could get some adjustment out of it. So I got it more equal on both sides. Not completely. See, this piece is just, quality is not there. Even after doing that, my bracket holes did not really line up. I had to do some little more fabricating to get things to line up. I had to do a little shimming to get things to fit and level out. These still, I went on the back side and put some epoxy on them, so hopefully they'll stay. You can see my gap's a little wider on this side, but it's pretty close to level. Not quite, but you know, you have to work with happy mediums. I also, because even when I got things bolted up, it was still twisted. So had these cups out, put a 2x4 up through here. Well, this 2x3, whatever it is, up through here and twisted on it. And these things are just flimsy. So that got it more in line. So like I said, a couple hours worth of work of fighting and fitting. We've got it on there. And I mean, look at that. Look how flimsy that thing is. I mean, that's just for looks. You've got the impact bar behind it, which is your structural piece. So, anyhow, it's on there. It's better than the smashed one. So, We are, oh look at it, there's a little dimple on it. So, we are done. I'm going to take this, well, actually I'm probably going to polish on these headlights some, but that's a different video. So, we'll see you on the next video.